What's up, people? I don't think any totalitarian takeover is happening. I think the earth is shaking gnat off of itself. This is my feeling. Shaking off the gnats. I'm just gonna ride around in circles, K-Ron. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end. Ron, do you like hula hooping? There's a hula hoop over there. Let me see you shake those hips. You never tried hula hooping? Let me see. There's one right over there. He says no, thank you. You sure? I remember one time when I had a shitty car wash job and there was nothing to do. I just would walk around in circles in the bay, like everything had been cleaned and whatnot. Everything had already been cleaned, there was nothing to do. But then my old fat ass boss was up in the loft checking out what his employees were doing. And he got mad at me for walking in circles. So I had to go walk in circles somewhere else. Right now I'm skating in circles. How's everyone doing? Is everyone in quarantine? Are you guys enjoying your break period yet? I took public transit for the first time today. I had to skateboard down this crazy ass hill and it was really wet, so I was having to use my foot as a brake the entire time. And that didn't work out so well. It worked out okay, but these shoes are already incredibly thin to begin with. So if I do that too many times, then I'll be down to my bare foot pretty soon. I don't really want that. Ron, you should join me and ride your bike in circles with me. You want to do that? There's such joy in riding in circles. Like, I used to do that as a kid. We would set up a whole circle around our house with obstacles. And we would just go around the same loop. Come on, Ron, you can do it.
How about I can walk around?
Okay, you walk around. We would do the same loop for hours. Hours. Like, that's like a healthy looping. I'm not talking about the type of looping y'all get down with. There's healthy looping and then there's unhealthy looping. There's Ron. See Ron just swoop on by. Hey, Mike. Quarantine is cool. I'm wondering if Oregon's gonna have quarantine or not. The jobs that we do are like the only ones, one of the only ones that are still operating. I was on the bus and nobody was there except for me. There was a homeless lady that was like spazzing out, sneezing 10,000 times on the bus. Everyone else was pulling their things up. There you go, Ron. Keep up that good pace. 1.5 miles per hour is optimal.
Slow down.
Ron says slow down. Okay, how about 1 mile per hour? Is that good? He says he's an old man and we need to slow down. You can go slow, but I'll go fast, all right? I think you should try and hula hoop while you're walking. I think that would be great.
No, thank you.
Okay. I'm enjoying this actually quite a bit. It really feels like childhood again. Yaldi's dying. We're returning to simplicity. The system redundancy's got too much. Can't keep track of those large numbers and those tiny numbers. It's not working anymore. You done walking? Ron's so cranky. You're doing good, Ron. You can even smoke a cigarette if you want. I'm gonna sit down with Ron and have a little conversation with him in a minute about life, the universe, and everything. See what type of wisdom he has to drop on us. He says he wanted to ride my skateboard, so I let him ride it a little bit, but he's kind of scared because he's a little on the heavier side nowadays, and he knows if he falls it's going to be quite painful. So I keep waiting for something to happen externally, but it never does. I keep waiting for people to start being mean to each other, because you know, if the beast system actually got what it wanted, then everybody would devolve into murderous, rapacious douchebags, right? You know, the whole looting and pillaging and raping and setting the world on fire type model that we've heard about so often, but it doesn't seem to be happening. Even the NPCs are like staunchly not giving a fuck, period. And nobody cares. You want to walk? You want to say hello to the YouTube people? These are the people who are helping you get your dentures.
Hello.
Do you have any words of wisdom for everyone?
Keep safe in the coronavirus.
Keep safe.
Yeah.
So don't go outside and don't get near people, right?
Right. Wash your hands always. I had a food handler's card. I know how it works.
Social distancing.
Yeah.
So don't get near people.
Right. Like you.
Like me. You're way too close, Ron.
I know. So are you.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's nice out here, and there's nobody else out here. Well, we have a few people.
Let's go to the store.
What are we? What's at the store?
Smokes.
Smokes? Am I gonna have to do a GoFundMe campaign to buy Ron a new pair of lungs?
Yep.
Yeah?
No.
That's gonna be a lot, Ron. That's gonna be like 100,000 at least.
Oh, thanks. Not in your funds. Not in your paycheck. Or not on mine either.
I don't think
I don't
either.
mean to be a smart ass. It's just my old humor. I'm sorry.
I don't think either of us can do that.
No, none of us can unless you're rich.
100,000 is quite a bit for poor folk like us.
Exactly.
But I also don't know if you're gonna die of lung cancer just because you're smoking some cigarettes. Maybe that won't happen.
Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe if you
I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to get off this shit.
maybe if you do some hula hoop
No
movements, maybe that will help the lung cancer situation.
thanks. Walking probably helps me.
Mhm.
Getting out during the day.
Also, not smoking cigarettes might help.
I know.
But you tried that, right?
Right.
And you did it for like what, 2 days, 3 days?
I don't know.
Cigarettes are expensive too, right? Cigarettes are expensive. You want to keep going on this loop or you want to go somewhere else? Hey, I don't care if you buy cigarettes. I'm not trying to guilt you.
No, you're not.
I was smoking cigarettes myself all the way up till a week ago. And then I got no sleep for 5 days in a row
Really?
because
Everything.
we had new crackhead neighbors. We traded the old crackhead neighbors for new crackhead neighbors. And their bedtime is 7 a.m. Yep. They wake up at 10 p.m. and start partying, and then they go to bed at 7 a.m. But we're moving. We're moving to another unit. Low battery. The battery.
Where are we going?
Gas station. Let's do a twofer. I need a new pair also. You need new lungs also, Mike? We could do that. GoFundMe for new teeth for Ron, new lungs for Ron, and new lungs for Mike. How about that?
It's Mike.
He's a guy in Portland also. My Sky's 5D. He sees 5-dimensional objects in the sky.
Okay, hold on.
Look at this tree. Check this tree out. This tree is just shedding leaves. It's very, very beautiful. 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 I was trying to say pretty and beautiful at the same time. Beautiful. Yeah, I think the earth is just shaking off like fleas and gnats. Just like they fly off and then, something else happens. Pretty sure that's what's happening right now. You find some recyclables?
Yeah.
How many cans do you have, Ron? Your whole trash can's full, right? So I got my chess friend a job here at HomeWatch,
Alright.
and he's starting today. Actually, if anyone in Portland wants a job, I can probably get you a job. Anyone in the Oregon area, this is the one place that actually wants to hire people right now. Probably pot farms want to hire people. You think the pot farms are hiring, Ron?
So what farm?
Pot farms?
I don't know, but it might be.
You know old Mary Jane?
Yeah, I know what Mary Jane is. I smoked it.
Do you like it?
Not really, not today. Okay, hold on a minute. This is pissing me off.
Why?
Hold on.
Patience is a virtue,
I
Ron.
know it is. You gotta remember, I'm older than you. Would you come over? Please give me patience.
I know, you already told me that.
I tell you that every time you come over.
Yeah, you do.
I'm older.
You can keep on telling me if you want.
Sorry?
You can keep telling me if you want. You can tell me every single day. Look at our lilac flower path. That's very nice. I'm enjoying it, like this whole thing. Me and Andrea were talking about it the other day. It's like we're just waiting for something different. The oppressive nature of the control structure is just boring. We're ready for something new. Been had ready. We been ready. You heard about bin heads, Ron?
No.
Like if you say you had a
So we're going through this way?
say you had a dog, right? And if you want to talk about your dog, you can be like, I've been had that dog. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I've been had that dog?
Yeah, makes sense.
I think we can get out this way if we keep going. Just walk. You okay? You're tired?
No.
You mad?
No.
We can sit down on the bench here if you want to rest.
No, I'm good. We can walk.
Okay. This
When I
live,
get stronger, I want to walk.
yeah, walking is good for you. This live stream is not going to last very long because I only have like 20% left on my phone. Pot farms are hiring.
Do you have to charge it up?
I do, but I have the charger at your house. We'll charge it when we get back.
All right.
Mike, how's your pot farm job? Are you enjoying it?
Sorry?
I'm talking to Mike on on this electronic box device that I'm using.
Who's Mike?
He's another Portlander.
Portlander.
He's an Oregonian like us.
I've been here all my life. I should know.
I know. I haven't been here all my life. I've only been here for like 3 months. What's the first thing you're gonna eat, Ron, when you get your teeth back?
Anything I can.
An apple, maybe?
Damn right.
A crunchy apple?
Yep.
So if anybody wants to help add to Ron's fund, he's still at 836, which is fine. Like where it's at right now, I'm completely happy with, and he should be able to save the rest of it within half a year or so, I would say. But if anyone wants to help cap off his fundraiser account to bring that day of eating slightly closer, then feel free to just look up Help Ron Reclaim His Teeth on GoFundMe.com. You'll find it. I think we're just in somebody's backyard, Ron. You think? We have to knock on the sliding glass door and ask for passage?
I think we gotta go back around the other way.
Yeah, we're just in someone's backyard.
Sorry?
We're just in somebody's backyard. We gotta go around. Oh my goodness, the aliens are here. Look at these blue orbs floating around. The aliens have arrived. Do you believe in aliens, Ron? You believe in orbs?
I think a lot of it.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. Do you not believe in anything?
I believe in good people.
Okay.
Of all trees.
You believe in trees?
No, of all trees. Red, white, black people, any people.
Oh, all creeds?
All creeds, yes.
Okay. So you think all people should be treated fairly?
Equally fairly, yes.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Sounds like this isn't fair.
We should be nice to each other, right? I don't have any type of bank card. Oh, you're talking about for donating? I don't know. Maybe you could send, if you want to donate, you could always send a money order or a check or something. I could give you my address through email. So you get paid just in cash? You're completely off the system? That's pretty good. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end. So glad I've been working on my inner self-healing and integrating these new energies. Good. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do but self-work. That's been the case the entire time, though. It's never been any different. Yeah, the public transit took me about an hour and a half. So if I start taking public transit instead of driving, it's going to add a total of 2 hours of commute time every single day. But it also makes the day interesting. more so than just like if you're in your car, you can easily sort of like zone out. You're not paying attention anymore to your own life. Right. So I'm not sure if any quarantine is coming to Oregon or not. Hey Michelle, I know in California there is some sort of curfew or something. Most of my family's in California. I know Washington is shut down, as they say. It's never been more than just people saying, or the government saying, stay inside and only come out for essentials like getting food and so on. So I don't feel like it's any sort of martial law type situation. And honestly, I don't feel like it's moving toward that. I feel like it's a purge of the invisible neggy bullshit that has been addling this place forever. I feel like that shit is clearing up finally. That's just what it feels like to me. I don't feel any deep state, pulling out their last reserves and actually like doing anything. Maybe they are pulling out the last reserves, but I don't see them actually succeeding. I don't know. What would that look like? Like, it would look like, yeah, it'd just be gross. Same old shit. The Ouroboros winning doesn't like serve anybody because it doesn't live, it just eats. So it's not even something that can't happen. It can't actually conclude itself. You ever heard about the Ouroboros, Ron?
Sorry?
Have you heard about the Ouroboros?
No, what's that?
It's a snake that eats itself. He's got his tail in his mouth and he keeps just eating.
Yeah.
It's pretty gross. Yeah. Ron knows about the Ouroboros. Have any of you guys seen anybody being rude to each other? I have not seen a single instance during this whole thing of somebody being rude or raising their voice. I don't feel like the people are triggerable anymore, and definitely not to the extent that they used to. I just don't see it anymore. I see the mind virus as having been overcome, honestly. I know I overcame it in my own way, and it doesn't bother me anymore. And maybe as the collective, we're shrugging the thing off, Why not? Why not? Because the thing, it just turns into senseless automation. That's the whole sort of heart of the beast system, is automation. If you think of it as a businessman, how do you hold money? The only way that you hold money is repetition and automation. That's the only way. It's the only way it's possible. You're trying to replicate yourself. I've even heard people say, like the business people, man, if I could just like replicate myself, I would have so much more money and resources and ability to do these things. Right? That's the only way wealth actually happens, is if you repeat yourself and you automate things. But then, as you can see with all the business people, they lose themselves. They become Zuckerbergs. They become Jeff Bezoses, and there's nobody home anymore. So it's a self-defeating idea in the first place. Yes, you can sort of succeed at it, but then you aren't there anymore to enjoy the fruits of your success. You've given yourself up to the beast system. It's always been the same shit. You can't have both. You can't have this idea of wealth, which is false power anyway. It's not real power. You can't have that and have your own self. Your self is divine and infinite, and all problems are solved instantaneously as they arrive. That's how being divine works. Planning and systems is the so-called evil one, our ego. But being divine just means that you're not scared anymore. And you're simple. Very, very simple. No complication. There are a lot of drug overdoses lately. Well, lots of people are gonna die because, like, my crackhead neighbor is not gonna make it, I don't think, when his supply chain gets cut short, because everything that is drugs or food or manufactured stuff, all of that is the supply chain, and the supply chain is going the fuck down. It's going down. So everyone who's reliant on all of these artificial substances, they're gonna be fucked. Everyone who hasn't been doing self-work and preparing for the whole entire scene to completely change, they're gonna be fucked. It's not gonna be pretty for the vast majority of people. But if you've been doing what you need to do internally, then number one, it will look like, oh my God, finally something's changing. And number two, you'll be fine with whatever happens. Literally anything can happen. What you've been preparing for is all possibilities, every single one. What they prepare for is contingencies and specificities. You can't plan for the infinite. The infinite is everything. You can't plan for it. Planning is by nature going into manifest, or the particular. And again, it's not that one is better than the other. That has never been the case. You can go into particular. You can play the game that the business people play. That's completely fine. Just at some point you lose your self essence, and who knows what happens in that situation. You'd have to go hop into Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates or any of these people who have multiplied themselves in that fashion. You'd have to go like sit with them for a minute and see what that actually felt like. Hey, Knight Rider, you still have Y2K supplies? I've never done the prepper thing. Never felt any need to. This time I went and got a little bit of stuff in case we have like a 3-week or so. But I still don't know if this is like the thing where just it all shuts down, and we all know how that's going to appear on the outside. At some point it's going to be zombies, it's going to be people dying, it's going to be panic and whatnot. But I don't know yet if it's that or if it's if this is just like a precursor. I'm not sure. I don't know. How many percentages do we have here? I don't know that either. Well, this stream may just end at some point because my battery is very low. Where are we going, Ron? Cigarettes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cut this short because the battery's low. Please go help with Ron's fundraiser if you can. We're at 8:36. Otherwise, hope everyone is doing well, and enjoy your apocalypse. Enjoy your revealing, okay? Peace.